Hello YouTube, how y'all doing today? Today we're taking a look at this Mira Safety PAPR unit. This is a powered respirator system. It's designed to work with any other gas masks. We have a CM-8M gas mask right here. I have done a video on this previously in the past. I've also done videos on the CM-7M and the CM-8M. And then they have another one that just came out recently. I'll be doing a review on that soon, hopefully. But this is a very simple system. It's very easy to use. It makes an absolutely enormous difference when you're wearing a gas mask for performance, and I'll explain how, but let me show you how this thing works real quick. So what this does is this screws onto the side of the housing here of your gas mask and goes where your filter would normally go. Now these Mira gas masks are ambidextrous, so you could put the filter on either side, and the reason for that is if you're left or right-handed, being able to shoulder a rifle is very important. I'll demonstrate that in this video as well. But it allows you to switch back and forth. Also, if you are using filters instead of this PAPR unit, it allows you to run dual filters, so you get, you know, it's a lot easier to breathe with dual filters. But this is like the ultimate, because this is a forced air system, and what it does is there is a fan built into this, and you can see it comes with a nice backpack carrier here, and I'll demonstrate all this in the video. But this is a forced air system. You have two Mira 40mm NATO filters, and here's the intakes. And what happens is you turn this on, and you can hear that motor kick in, and that sucks the air through these filters with a powered fan and blows the air out right here in the bottom of the mask. Okay, so normally with a mask you have to strain to breathe because your lungs are doing all the extra work of sucking that air through these filters, and these filters are designed to stop like biological agents. You know, it's an extremely fine filter. So it takes a lot of extra effort with your lungs to suck through here. Well, what this does is this does all the work for you, and you get a nice cool breeze actually in the mask from it being blown out like that. So it's very, very handy, and it makes wearing a gas mask 1,000 times more pleasant, okay? Like, even in cool weather, wearing a gas mask is very taxing, all right? So having this device will probably increase your endurance with a gas mask on and efficiency by 300%. Like, I'm not even kidding. Especially in a hot climate, this makes all the difference in the world, okay? So it's a very, very, very awesome unit. Now let's turn this guy off real quick. If you're a professional who relies on a gas mask, I cannot recommend this sort of a unit highly enough, okay? It just makes it so much easier to work and operate with. Okay, now let me show you the actual unit itself. Let's unscrew this from the mask. And this obviously fits right on a normal 40mm fitting. Okay, so this is the pouch we come with here, and this is actually a backpack. All right, and you can see that we got the straps right here. Take this off. Now this is a very lightweight unit. It's a polymer construction, but it's a very strong polymer. You've also got these up here, these bosses. So if you wanted to hook this up to like your molly gear on a backpack or on a plate carrier or whatever, that is very easy to do. All right. And this is a very simple unit. There's not a lot to it. The filters just screw right on like they would on a gas mask. Very, very easy to use. And these Mira filters are really, really good. This is the NBC 77 SOF model. And these are rated against biological threats and everything, okay? And I'll have links in the description for all this stuff, all right? And we get this here. That's some screws. And here's your battery pack right here. And it just takes 8 AA batteries, all right? Now, these are just cheapo bulk batteries, but they work fine with it. I'll put the full specifications on screen right here to show you the runtime and everything and filters and et cetera, so forth. Put the batteries back in. We just slide them right in there. Screw it right back on. And turn it on. And it just blows the air right out of here, and it gives you it's a nice breeze, all right? It's not like overpowering, but it's plenty of air blowing through there, okay? So now let me show you the other pouch this comes with. So you get this one. This is the backpack one. It's got straps for your back. Very easy to use. And then we also come with this one here, which has my white cat's hair all over it. And this is like a shoulder bag or a waist pack. And then this is plenty big enough. You fit the whole unit inside of here. Slips right in. Got it. Okay, and then you could close it up. All right. But this is very easy to use. Now, I would assume that if you're going to do this, you're going to want to wrap the hose out the side here. Okay, and the whole thing just closes up, and then we've got a buckle strap here. So you can either use this as a shoulder bag, or you can put it around your waist, and then if you use it on your waist, there's also a strap for your thigh as well. All right, so super easy to use. So let me put this thing on. I'll show you how it works and how it looks and all that good stuff. Okay, so right here, you can see it's attached right to our waist here. And it's nice and secure. There's plenty of belt length. This would probably open to like a 45, 46-inch waist. I mean, I have a 34 waist, and there's a foot of strap left over. So this will fit a really big dude. And you can see it attaches at the bottom here. And then you would just put your mask on like this. No problem. Now, if you're carrying a sidearm, you're going to want this on the opposite side of your sidearm, obviously. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. You can wear it either way. And this is also a shoulder strap, and I'll demonstrate that as well. And converting from waist to shoulder only takes a moment. Show you how that works. Now, this also has hooks on it. All right. So what you can do is you can hang the PAPR unit off the hooks and use the case for your gas mask. All right. I'll show you that in a second. But as a shoulder strap, a shoulder bag, very quick and easy. No problemo. All right. Now let me show you how it works hanging the PAPR unit off it. And this is a gas mask bag. Okay, so now we got our gas mask in the bag. We have our PAPR unit hanging off the other side. You get a gas threat. Gas. Actually, let me do the proper signal. Gas, gas, gas. Use your glasses. Pull this out. Ditch the hat. Turn on the PAPR. Good to go. That quick. You're all sealed up and ready to rock. So it's very fast, okay? So that's how you would use this as a carrier. And obviously, now you can hear me talking. You can hear that my voice is somewhat muffled. But Mira claims that this will actually project approximately 90% of your voice, okay? Another thing that I have demonstrated in all my other videos, even with facial hair with a beard, this mask will still seal, okay? Another nice thing about the PAPR unit is this is a positive pressure unit. So it's blowing air in. So instead of you breathing and sucking air in through any gaps, this is actually blowing air out of the gaps, and it makes the gas mask that much more sealed, okay? That much less likely to develop a leak, okay? So it gives you an extra margin of safety. So that's very, very useful. Okay, let's turn this off. And you can hear the difference between the sound level. Now, if you are running this PAPR unit, okay, and you don't have it turned on, you're going to be sucking through dual filters all the way through this hose. So it will still work even without the unit turned on, okay? It basically becomes a twin filter carrier at that point, all right? So it's super easy, and the switch is exactly where you would want it to be to turn it on and off. So really convenient and super, super easy to use, all right? Now, whenever you put on a gas mask, even if you got a good seal, you always want to give a good tug on your straps just to make sure you're sealed up real good, okay? Okay, so now here we go. We got our backpack on with your PAPR unit. Now, with the backpack on, all you do is let the straps hang down, and it has this chest strap. It's still going to hold it on your body, and then you can reach around the back and turn the units on. So you're just going to let the straps go all the way down to your elbows. That'll let it hang down in the back. Once it's hanging down in the back, it's easy to reach back there and get the switch, turn it on and off. A little inconvenient, but no big deal. And like I said, it will still work even with the filter. So when you mask up, you could just put it on with just a mask and then worry about doing the switching on after that. So let's try that. Turned off right now. Okay. And we got our mask right here. So gas, gas, gas. Okay, drop this down to our elbows. Turn the unit on. So you can still, it does take a little bit of effort to get that unit turned on, but once it's on, okay? And here. Now, if you want the mask to stay tight to your torso, you run the hose under your arm. You can also run your arm like this, okay? And that'll give you it'll be hanging around a little bit more, but it'll give you a little more flexibility or whatever, okay? So you can wear it either under your arm or over your shoulder like this, but it works fine and very, very comfortable. I mean, the difference, I cannot stress to you enough, the difference in comfort level and efficiency and your ability to work hard and strenuously that a device like this makes. Forced air units are incredible when you have to actually work in a gas mask, when you have to actually do physical tasks and labor. Huge difference. And as you can see here, shouldering our weapon, no problem. You're going to want to cant it a little bit, but I'm looking through my red dot right now, no problem. You're just going to cant it a little like you would with a offset red dot. Okay, so you're just going to can it a little, but I can see through there no problem, and it's not breaking my seal. All right, no problem at all. So very, very useful unit, works extremely well. Let me take this off and finish the wrap up. Okay, here we are back on our tabletop. Now, I wanted to say, I'm an ex-US Army infantryman, and any of these Mira masks, the CM-6, 7, or 8, are light years better than the masks that we had when I was in the infantry. Light years better. You couldn't look through your rifle sights with those. They were incredibly uncomfortable. They didn't have a forced air capability. They sucked, all right? These, and they didn't have the filter. They didn't use 40 millimeter NATO filters. They were just awful. This is 1,000 times better. Even without a PAPR unit, any of the Mira masks are a huge upgrade over the old Army masks. But the PAPR unit makes all the difference in the world. Especially if it's hot, if it's humid. I mean, I have seen soldiers just good condition infantrymen just fall out and from heat exhaustion while wearing gas masks and training exercises. So if you're a civilian, there's a good chance you're not in as good a shape as a U.S. Army infantryman. So something like this becomes even more important. And I can absolutely tell you, no hesitation or qualms whatsoever, that this is an enormous upgrade, a huge upgrade over a standard filter system. And I'll have a link in the description for all this stuff. So Mira PAPR PAPR unit, absolutely recommend it. And the CM-6M gas mask, again, I've reviewed all of them. This one is my favorite. This is the one I actually kept for myself. So I like the full visor, and I like the fact that you can get tint kits for it. So really cool. Definitely worth the money, guys, especially if you're a professional working in the CBRN field. Definitely worth it. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remind me out.